Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the duo group Ironman. Last video, we got our first Zenyte from Demonics, and at the moment, Spook is currently training her crafting up so we can make the Zenyte into a Suffering for Zora. She's getting pretty close now. I think she's at like 81, and she needs to get 85 so she can get the guaranteed +4 boost from the pie. In the meantime, though, I have quite a few more things I need to prep for Zora. I made this little list that I showed in the last video, but here's some of the things that I've currently been working on. I couldn't decide which of these milestones to go for construction, but in the end, I came up with level 82 so that way we can build the fairy ring using the boost from the T. And for that, we're going to need just over 6k teak planks. We'll go to the bank right now and take a look at what we currently have. We have about 3.6k teak logs and then 400 teak planks, so about 4k in total, so we need about 2k more. But we can also check Kingdom because it's been maybe like a week or something since I last checked. Okay, so we'll switch all of the mining into teaks instead, with the majority just being on the herbs. Looks good. Oh, maybe I should deposit like 1 mil GP or something. This is the construction fund, by the way. Most of this money just came from all the alks that I got from Demonics. Okay, we'll collect resources and 1,300 teak logs, nice. And then we got all these herbs too, which is also nice because I still need 70 herb lore for Song of the Elves. I was chopping teaks at a rate of about 500 per hour, so this legit saves me almost 3 hours of chopping teaks. Granted, I'll probably be chopping them eventually anyways, for more construction XP in the future and for the woodcutting training, but it would be nice to just start training construction as soon as possible. Oh my gosh, this whole time, I don't know why I didn't think to ask Spook, but she had 2.7k teak logs, so I'm gonna grab 700 from her and then we could just start making the planks right away. No woodcutting this video required. She took the time out to go from the charter ship to the bank to check her teak logs for me. That's so sweet. So let's check the group storage and there they are. Let's grab those out. And there we go, we're all set. There's the 5.7k plus 400. Every teak log costs 500 GP, so it's gonna be about 3 million GP in total just for the sawmill fees. And then every 8 trips, the Demon Butler charges 10k GP as well from the servant's money bag. So we gotta put some GP in here too. But overall, we should still have enough GP left over to buy a bunch of POH upgrades after everything's said and done with the construction training. Before we start making the planks, I have to show you this little trick. It's for making the planks. When you call the butler over to you, most of the time he'll just appear from one of these sides and this dialogue will pop up right away, but every once in a while he'll like come in from this corner and then he gets stuck right here. But there is a way to fix that. We need to come over to the garden supplier in Faldor and then buy the bag plant 3, which only costs, 10k. I thought it was 1k. 10k GP. It's worth it though. I think we just need a watering can to plant it. I'm not sure if you could like build any of these or if it specifically has to be the reeds. I've always just planted the reeds here, but we'll build those and then I don't know why it works this way, but for some reason the butler just doesn't get stuck anymore if you build something in this spot because you spawn right here, so he can only come from these 3 directions now. Because if he got stuck there, you'd have to like manually click on him to talk to him. As you can see, how it's supposed to be when you call him is the dialogue's just right there. Oh, maybe it's like the butler can spawn on any tile adjacent to you, which is why if he spawns there, he gets stuck. But he can't spawn those two, so obviously he can't get stuck if he can't spawn there. And then these other spaces are just like open spaces where he just immediately talks to you. So that's probably the reason why, I'm guessing. And yes, I am very well aware that the amount of time spent explaining this more than outweighs the amount of time I would save by just building it or even not building it. But due to the sheer volume of people that watch these videos, the collective time saved from all of you knowing this very niche fact will save more time overall. It's for the greater good of the community, comrades. And just to quickly show you how the method goes, we take out the inventory of the teak logs, we click the house options and then call servant and then have him bring them to the sawmill. And then because we're not in the POH when he comes back, he just puts the logs or the planks right into the bank and then repeat this process. And it's probably gonna take like a little bit over an hour. I think it's like 5k teak planks you can make per hour doing this method. I don't trust myself enough to be doing this on a PvP world in Camelot, so that's why I'm not doing it that way. Okay, that's the last inventory of the planks done. Ended up taking about an hour and a half because I was doing it pretty inefficiently, but if we take a look in the bank now, there's all 6,100 of the teak planks. Let's do a little price check so we know exactly how much we're spending here. 5.3 mil worth. We're starting with 70 construction, and as a reminder, the goal is going to be level 82, but I'm not going to be building anything in the POH and making all those upgrades until we're actually done. I just want to get all the construction knocked out all at once. Have the plank sack, so that's going to help a little bit. Highly recommend the plank sack plugin, by the way. It shows you how many planks are currently in there. You can see we have the XP tracker up here, so as I'm making clips here and there, you'll be able to see what the progress is currently looking like. With that said, let's start training. construction. Unfortunately, I can't use NPC contact to get new tasks because I have to be on the regular spellbook so that way I can teleport around to all these cities. 72, 73. We can buy a piece of the carpenter's outfit now, or we can buy the most expensive piece, which costs 800. Yeah, the carpenter's shirt, 800 points, and by itself that gives a 0.8% construction XP boost when you train construction. However, the carpenter's outfit doesn't affect the big XP drop you get at the end of building each of the homes, but it does give you the XP boost for each of the individual things that you build in the home. And it's a new collection lock slot. 74, 75, 76. I just had an epiphany right now because I was thinking about Zora. I was thinking about Morning Ends Part 2, Morning's End Part 2, and how bad it's gonna be. And then I just remembered the quest helper plugin. Oh, it's gonna be so nice, dude. It's gonna make the quest so easy. I'm not dreading it so much anymore. Okay, a little fun fact, by the way, on the wiki here. It says morning's ends. It was called morning. Okay, it was called Morning's Ends, and then it was renamed Morning's End. 77.
Congrats.
Spook's next to me right now. We're having a LAN party here. In today's episode of What is Spook Dog Gonna Call Cauliflower Today, we have cauliflower and tofu in the oven. Today, this cauliflower is known as Korean barbecue, apparently. She made this mixture with
Cauliflower
these. Well, she's calling it Korean barbecue, even though it's just tofu and cauliflower.
We're sticking it in lettuce.
And we're wrapping it in lettuce, apparently. Yeah. Also, do you like the lights? We just went to Walmart yesterday and got some lights and some decorations. I'm Jewish, so like I don't even celebrate Christmas, but it's still fun to like put up decorations. We were deprived as teenagers, so we have to pretend like we're teenagers now. And you can see in the corner over here, we have our traditional Hanukkah bush. Okay, so here's our food. We have cauliflower wings, and I guess it's Korean barbecue, whatever that means. I thought that was just like having meat like smoked in front of you, like, or cooking meat in front of you at your table, but apparently to Kara that means wrapping vegetables and lettuce. So in the meantime, I've been training construction all day. That's what the XP tracker is looking like, and for the rest of the night, or for the next couple hours, I'm going to do some. Wait, let me go in game. We're gonna be going to Motherlode Mine and doing some mining because we still need to get the Prospector's outfit for the Faldor Hard Diary. So we're gonna be working on that while I AFK and eat dinner and chill. All right, we'll take our lettuce and then we'll grab this, and then we'll grab some rice.
Yum.
Epic. Don't you just love watching me eat in a RuneScape video? You guys actually signed up for a mukbang video today, sorry. No system update. It's not like the regular weekly update because it's Monday night right now. I just checked the website and it says there's gonna be 3 hours of downtime starting from right now. Or starting from this system update, which is gonna be midnight for me. I was gonna AFK and edit right now, but I guess I should just go do construction, and then once the servers go offline, then I'll go edit. So let's get back to con. Let's go and buy another piece of the outfit now. This time we're going to buy the Carpenter's Trousers for 600 points, and this one gives 0.6% con XP boost. Well, unfortunately, we are going to have to call it a night for tonight. Looking at the XP tracker, though, it looks like we spent like just over 7 hours doing construction. And if we go into the bank, you could see that's only about half the planks used. So tomorrow, I guess I'll have to spend another like 7 hours to finish that up. And with that said, it is time. Wait, no, I didn't get the thumbs up. Okay, good night. Good morning, gamers. Today is going to be a day. Wait, it's going to be the day that we're going to get the con level and the fairy ring and the POH. There's 78. Let's get it. I just end the videos. I'm like, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a Tuesday. I hope you have a day. 79, 80. I kind of lost track of the points I kind of forgot about, but we can now afford the last 2 pieces of the outfit. We can buy the helmet for 400 points and the boots for 200 points. And there we go. That is the full Carpenter's outfit. Each of the pieces individually added up give a 2% boost for construction, but with the full outfit you get an extra 0.5% boost, so 2.5% bonus construction XP, which again does not work for the big XP drop that you get at the end of doing homes, but it does help for each of the individual things that you build. Whenever I see the carpenter helmet, it just always reminds me of the mined goblin helmet. 81 construction, more like 81 more to go. Pokemon go to the polls. I hate myself. The last thing we have to build, and then we'll get the big XP drop, and this is going to be finally level 82 construction. We did another 7+ hours of con today, meaning in total, this whole grind to use up these 6,000+ teak planks took about 14 to 15 hours, but there we go, dude. We reached it. So the amount of teak planks ended up being pretty much perfect. And then if you're wondering how I got all these steel bars, I think most of it was from Blast Furnace, and then I also probably got quite a lot from killing gargoyles for Slayer. Also, someone get this guy a bronze axe so we can start chopping some oak logs or something. He really needs some GP. We do still have some points left over. I eventually do want to get all this stuff unlocked, so we will come back to do more construction training, doing homes in the future. And then after we have everything unlocked, we could get supply crates to get like soft clay for house tabs and other supplies too, but I wouldn't want to actually waste points on these until we actually have the collection log filled out with all that stuff. Now that we finished this construction training, we can finally build a bunch of upgrades to the POH. So let's get started with that. We have 3 mil GP to work with, and we should be able to build everything I want and have some GP left over. Here we are. First thing we're going to do is build a room that we couldn't build before. One of the most important rooms in the POH, which is going to be the achievement gallery, which costs 200,000 GP. With level 81 construction, we could build the basic jewelry box, which uses games necklaces and rings of dueling, and it provides unlimited teleports to all the locations that those would normally give you. We can actually upgrade it to the next one as well. We only need 86 construction, which we can easily boost to. We just don't have the combat bracelets or the skills necklaces, so let's go check the bank and see what we have. Okay, no dragon stones, but we should have a lot of crystal keys. Oh, frick. I don't think we're gonna have enough, actually. Wait, no, I'm lying, because I know we have a bunch of 2 tabs. Yeah, wait, half. Yes, okay, never mind, we're good. Oh my god, these GE noobs are so desperate. I mean, it must work, right? Otherwise they wouldn't keep doing it. Stop giving them GP. What you gotta do is teach them how to make money on their own. Like take them to like the Pure Essence mine, for example. Or if they haven't done the quest, you could do the quest along with them and show them how to do it and show them how to mine essence. Or take them to Sears Village and show them how to pick flax. That is truly the way RuneScape was meant to be played. I mean, I can't do that because I'm too busy gaining XP, but you should do that. There we go, there's our 9 dragon stones. Every time I go to the GE, I try to put the game chat on, which I guess is kind of like the equivalent of like rolling up your windows when you go through a bad neighborhood. Anyways, I only got 9 even though we need 10 because we do have 1 dragon necklace in the bank already that we got from an elite clue. I find it really weird how it's called dragon necklace and not dragon stone necklace, but I'm going to put these in the group storage and have Spook make 4 dragon necklaces and then 4 dragon stone bracelets since I don't have the crafting level. I just unhide the public chat and this is the first thing I see. Man's trying hard. Here we go. We got the stuff from the storage here from Spook, so we can enchant those. And then just a few extra mushrooms so I could build the fairy ring. See, it's dragon necklace, but then dragon stone bracelet. Jagex and consistency. Name a better duo for Kip and Heckhoundor. Bro, imagine you bring your whole cash stack with you and then you accidentally misclick on the condensed gold or something because you think it's a gold leaf and then you just like lose all your GP. I guarantee at some point, some Ironman will make that mistake. If it hasn't happened already, but there's a good chance it probably has in fact. And you know what? You could like buy one of these on purpose, but then post it on Reddit and say that you made a mistake on your Ironman and then get a bunch of upvotes from people who feel bad for you. Whoa. That timing. And let's charge all this up on the totem here at the Legends Guild. Oh, that was okay. I definitely knew that was a task for sure. And then Fairy Fix-It over here, we can buy the Fairy enchantment from for 100 GP for the Fairy Ring. We need 86 con for the upgrade. The Saw gives us an invisible +3 boost. So we're just going to drink the tea, which will give us an extra visible +3 boost. So now we're invisibly boosted up to 88. So we can build that and make the upgrade. And then we'll have unlimited teleports now to all the places that you can normally teleport to with the combat bracelet and the skills necklace. Oh, this is such an upgrade. This is freaking nice. And then the fairy ring is 85 construction, but you don't use a saw to build a fairy ring, which is why you can't just use the invisible boost from it. You have to use the tea, or I guess the stew, to get the boost for that. So I'm going to drink the tea now and hopefully I don't have to make it again, because we're going to leave the POH, and all the stuff disappears from your inventory when you leave your POH. So hopefully we can keep that boost. We'll grab the mushrooms out the bank, teleport back to the POH, building mode, run over here, teleport space, and the fairy ring is now built in the POH. That's so nice. And I guess next time I want to build a teleport, I'll just get rid of the, where is it, Salve Graveyard portal, because I don't need that anymore. I just use it to get to the fairy ring faster. But now this is even faster. The first thing that came to mind for some reason when I built the fairy ring in the POH was Karambuan fishing. I know it's such a small, dumb thing, but that's just what I instantly thought of. For the mounted dig site, I checked the bank and we had 249 rubies in total. Like, what were the odds that we were just one off? Is probably 50-50, but we only have to buy one more ruby and then we will have exactly enough to get the curator's medallion to build the mounted dig site. And then I also want to upgrade the pool in the POH. And for that, we need to buy 2 marble blocks, which are each going to cost us 325k. We didn't really have any superstores in the bank, or just like a couple, but you need 63 herb lore to make them, which I have the exact level. I have 63. First upgrade from the Revite pool to the Rejuvenation pool, we need 10 prayer pots, level 80 con. And by building this, it now restores prayer, which isn't a big deal because I was just using the altar before, but now I don't really need this room, or at least I don't need it in this location, because now this pool is just an all-in-one. And then we can upgrade it one more time. Do you have to boost? No, we don't. To the fancy Rejuvenation pool. Kind of expensive, but this will now restore every single stat that's lowered, except for hit points, of course, which is probably the most useful one to be restored, but it makes sense that you have to wait until the final pool to restore your hit points. If we could make this, I would gladly train my construction up to be able to do that, but unfortunately we need 10 anti-venoms, and to get anti-venoms you need to actually make them yourself, which requires 87 herb lore, which we are both very far away from, so we'll have to stick with the fancy Rejuvenation pool for now. To get the curator's medallion, we actually have to cut all these rubies, so time for a bit of free crafting XP. Well, not really free, but yeah. We talked to Curator Heghalin, how do I get a medallion? And then what we need is 250 cut rubies, 500 fire runes, 100 cosmic runes, and then a dig site pendant. So let's exchange all that and we get the curator's medallion. And over here we're going to build a room. It's going to be the portal nexus room, which costs 200,000 GP as well. And then in here there's 2 things we could build. We could build the mounted dig site pendant or the mounted Xeric's talisman, but there's 2 spots so we can build both. It's more of just like which one do I want on which side, and I swear on every account I play I always put them on different sides on each account, so like I never remember which is on which side for which account. But I think we'll build the mounted dig site pendant on this side, and now we have unlimited birdhouse runs. I'm not going to build a portal nexus for now though, because even for just the tier 1, that's 4 marble blocks, which I think is like 1.3 million GP, and all it does is just like allow you to build teleports in there. So I'd rather like save the GP for now, which is kind of important to have on the account. And on top of that, we have to spend 1,000 times the cost of the runes, not just 100 times. But later on we'll get a bunch of law runes from Zora, and then at that point maybe we could start thinking about building that and using the law runes for the portal nexus. Is that everything I wanted to build? I think that's everything. There's like so much stuff, but I think we got everything. One last thing we have to do is the 2 diary tasks that require us to decorate the POH with the different styles. And the first one is with the Varrock Estate Agent. We're going to redecorate that to the Fancy Stone for 25k. And these scam tasks done. And then of course the other diary task is to have the Sears Village Estate Agent also redecorate the Fancy Stone, but because it's already Fancy Stone, I can't just like make it to that. So I have to change it back. I have to spend more money to change it back, and then spend the money again to rechange it to the Fancy Stone. And then we have the diary task done. I swear these 2 have got to be colluding with each other. There is no way these 2 just both randomly decide to have people change their houses to Fancy Stone. And it's even more of a scam because now I have to change it to what I actually want it to be, which is the Whitewash Stone, which if you didn't know, we'll teleport to the POH right now. This is the desert theme. The desert theme, because I live in a desert IRL and it just feels like home this way. Before Group Ironman came out, we had decided that I would be the constructor of the team because, I mean, I like training construction, and also because I feel like it's kind of more important for the PVMer to have like the upgraded POH. But then we found out when Group Ironman came out that Group Ironman could not enter each other's POHs if the other person wasn't in the POH at the time. So that kind of put a dent in our plans until about 2 weeks ago. There was this news post about pretty much proposals they had to make changes for Group Ironman, or just the game in general, but it would specifically help Group Ironman. Changes that would affect entering other player-owned houses and teleporting to the POHs of other group members. And if we go down a bit here, entering another player's house remotely. So he says right here, you could only enter another person's POH if the owner is home, but they want to make that change to enter other POHs if they're not home. So like having a spare key essentially. More stuff about engine work, and then, oh yeah, the one dedicated builder. So I don't know why they're saying like, let us know what you think, because I don't know why anyone would ever be against this, but hopefully that change comes into the game sooner than later, so that way Spook can actually use my POH. I assume you'd probably have to be in the same world, but for most situations that probably wouldn't be a big deal either way. Oh, it'd be even cooler if you could enter the other POHs while they're offline, although it really doesn't matter for us because we're both online all the time anyways. We have like the same sleep schedules and everything. Plus, I wouldn't want to ask for that much from the engine team. Just the bare basics is all I ask for. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to check out my duo teammate Spook Dog's videos, which you could find a link to in the description below. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.